Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Tips. Cut the gibberish. Come on in. I'm excited to be here with you today. And today we're going to talk about character versus reputation. If you're joining me live, please do say hello and let me know where you're coming in from. If you're watching this later, please do use hashtag replay. If you are watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button or ring that bell, so that you can be notified every time that we do go live. And we go live several times through a week. So I don't want you to miss any good information. So character versus reputation, why big name marketers are falling. I've been watching, something interesting happen over the past year. A lot of big name marketers are starting to fall and fall hard. And it got me thinking about something that's been core to how I've always done business, but I'm seeing it play out even more clearly now. The difference between character and reputation. Most of these big name people focus purely on their reputation. How can I look more desirable? How can I stand out from others? How can I manufacture an image that makes people want what I have? Don't get me wrong, in today's world, fame is manufactured. We all know that. And honestly, that's not entirely bad because it levels the playing field for smaller folks that's just starting out. You can establish credibility and get yourself out there much faster than ever before. But here's where it gets messy. When you focus only on building reputation instead of character, it's all manufactured. And eventually people figure that out. They kind of figure out, they're kind of fake. They're not real. Or at least that's how I look at it, right? So I've had the experience myself meeting people, I've had massive respect for online, people I've met online, only to have real conversations with them and realize they weren't the same person at all. Sometimes that happens, not always, but sometimes that happens. It's devastating when, someone you looked up to turns out to be completely different in person. And that's a real letdown for me, because I do have respect for those people that, I interact with or I learned from, mentors, etc. So, people who are thriving long term, they're doing something different. Instead of asking, how can I build my reputation? They're asking, how can I build my character? And the character feeds into your reputation naturally. They become known as people you can trust. People see them as genuine experts who actually want to help them with XYZ, whatever it is they do, whatever it is they have to offer, right? And it comes down to these simple questions. Are you honest? Are you truthful? Are you actually there to help people? Or is it purely self-serving? There's different types of business people out there, don't get me wrong. I've met a lot of the good ones, but I've also met some of the not so good ones, along my path. But you definitely want to, if you get that feeling, I guess, when you're talking to that person, online, and, they can share with you all kinds of things. But then if you get the opportunity also to meet them in person, they may act like a totally different person or seem to be a totally different person. So be careful with that. Everything is self-serving to some degree. I'm not naive about that, but it's got to be balanced. It's the kind of yin-yang thing where you're generally focused on giving value, knowing it'll come back to you rather than just thinking, what can I extract from this person? When you shift that mindset, it changes how you act and how you really are. The question is, do your online presence and your real self actually match? Let me repeat that. Does your online self or persona and your real life self actually match? match? Are you the same person online that you are in person? Right? Because one of the hardest things in the world is walking up to someone you've been following, thinking they're amazing based on their content, then having a real conversation with them and realizing they're not that same person. So here's my challenge for you. Take a step back and think about what you're putting out there. Your posts, your positioning, your actions online. But are you building character first? Or are you just trying to build a reputation so you can sell more stuff? Sell whatever it is you have to offer. This is a hard pill to swallow, a hard lesson. I really debated on whether actually sharing this or not, but it is what it is, and it's part of the real world, right? Because this kind of thing does happen. So you have to kind of prepare yourself for it, right? Because we all network, or at least we should be, to help grow our business, right? Whether we do it online, in person, or we do both. Like me, I do both. Now, some of my in-person networking organizations kind of took the summer months off. So they're getting ready to gear back up, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited to go back and actually meet people in person, actually take a step forward and help in the organization as well. So yes, I need to be myself, the same person I am right here online as I am when I actually meet people in person. And sometimes I have to talk myself into that before I go to the event, just because I'm such an introvert, especially in a room full of people, right? When I'm online, it is different because I'm in my office by myself. But when I go networking in person, I'm in a room full of other people. So sometimes I may seem a little bit more reserved in person. There is a reason for that, because I'm such a big introvert. Working on that. Trust me, I'm working on that. So the market is getting smarter. People are seeing through the manufactured stuff. The ones who are going to win long term are the ones who match on the inside to what they show on the outside. Okay. What's your take? How have you noticed the shift? Have you noticed a difference? I'd love to hear your thoughts. So share in the comments what your take is on this information that I've shared today. Yes, I understand this was not an enjoyable topic to talk about today. However, it's realistic, and we have to accept it and figure out how we're going to deal with it. You know, maybe take a step back and try to figure out, is this something you're doing yourself? Maybe you're doing it and you don't even realize it. So figure that out for yourself. Also figure that out for the people you're networking with, whether you're networking online or in person. It can be different. Most of my networking is done online because my business is an online business, is in the online space, right? However, like I said, I do try to go network in person as well when the opportunity presents itself and I can work it into my schedule. So make a note of this. Share your thoughts on this with me as well. If you have questions about this, let's have a conversation. I'll be happy to talk to you about it. Also, I want to invite you, if you're not a part of the Relationship Communications Facebook group, invite you to head over to Facebook and go ahead and join. It's a free community to be a part of. It's a networking community. We have almost 600 members in there. You can network. You can share about yourself and your business in the group. We do various different things throughout each week in the group as well. We also have a once a month networking mixer for the group. Our next mixer is August 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. I would love for you to sign up for this and come join us on August 26th and network with some of the people from the community. And invite friends as well. If you know other professionals that could benefit from attending a networking event, please feel free to invite them too. They do have to sign up in order to attend. Also, I would like to invite you to the Networking Method Launchpad that will be starting September 10th. It's a 3-day event. It is free to attend. You do have to sign up to be a part of it because it all takes place in a private Facebook group. So after you sign up, you will get invited to that private Facebook group where everything takes place. There is homework involved. There's a workbook involved. So many different things, bonuses, prizes, all the things. So you don't want to miss this. Again, it starts on September the 10th. So please go ahead and sign up so that you can be invited to that private Facebook group where all the good action takes place. Hope everyone has a great week ahead, and I will talk to you again soon.